Boo 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 ba doo 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 ba doo 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 boo doo 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 doo. Doo-doo. Okay, it appears to be using the correct everything. Did I get any more responses from that? No. Just the one. You received your blah 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 blah. That other one put me on the newsletter, which is really funny. Hammies. I was literally just trying to think to myself, how in the world would I make a 3D Hammis model that is automatically, like, turned into cubes? And then animate that? I did put all the notifications on, right? I gotta update so many things. Ah! Oh, right, that's where I left off. So can somebody explain to me what is the very strange mental position that I have, which I can't help but describe as... Are we wobbling? I can't help but describe as what feels like a decent amount of self-confidence, but appears to have an amount of self-depreciative nature to it. That self-confidence mixed with, like, you know, questionable, like, antics. I make fun of how short I am, even though I'm average height, for example, is one thing. But then, like, the other thing is I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the webcam and I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty happy with my hair. But then I'm like, oh, right. Oh! Great googly moogly! It's like, I forget that from behind you can see how thin the hair... It doesn't look like that from this angle at all. Oh my gosh, there's nothing here. How is it that bad on the back, but only the back? What is with testosterone that it does this, and you just... I can't see this in the mirror at all! I forget it's here! It's like... I was just having a conversation today without remembering that was a thing. That there are comb-overs, and then there are comb-overs. And luckily I'm not quite in the, category of there are comb-overs yet. But, like... I don't know, man. That's, if there's one thing I very much understand about Jewish culture, it's the little hats. Well, that didn't work. Okay, so I can only put the one on here. The other one breaks everything. Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of very much understand the little hats. Because the little hats just kind of solve that problem. I used to know what these hats were called, now my brain isn't remembering. God, what are the little hats called? Do you think culturally the specific strategy there is, Yamaka, I think, maybe? Yeah, yeah. I have no idea how to, like, spell it, but I know there's a pronunciation in there somewhere. Shouldn't this be higher than 59,000? I feel like something isn't adding up, but, yeah, so, funny enough, I could probably put this box in and then just never talk about the fact that it doesn't actually connect to anything. Or wait, can I get away with putting this box here? No, I think these are spinning opposite directions, aren't they? Yeah. Dang it. Sorry, I just wanted to, like, not have this just be hanging here. Yeah, so... I understand, like, you introduce it to your kid at 13, and it saves them the consideration of realizing that, like, eventually they're gonna need it. Oh, there's creatures. Are they inside my house or outside my house? Like... Because I feel like most people... Oh, there they are. Most people, or most men will eventually get the little bald spot, even if the rest of the balding doesn't happen. We have an infestation, apparently. Luckily, they're kind of stupid. It's a good thing there's not, like, a giant one that spawns, or I would be really messed up. But also, that's exactly what I wanted, because then I'd have dragons in the sky. I want giant phantoms. Maybe I could just make a mod that spawns, like, the things that I want to fight me. There's more of them here somewhere. Which I'm glad to fight them, actually, because this gets me a specific set of supplies that I need. But yeah, my head would be totally fine with the little hat. There's a lot of them. Get back here. I need you all to, like, fight me before morning? Ow. Not that much. You're fighting me too much. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Oh, they're getting blended. I'm getting blended. Oh gosh. Death by 1,000 needles. Oh my gosh, they're actually gonna kill me. One second. Heal. Burger, save me. Ah, I need water. Ah! I need more water. I did something cool for a second. It was like wall running. Oh my gosh, help me. Yeah, I'm I'm not sure what kind of self-confidence it is to be willing to joke about some of these like little things and show them off, but I guess I have at least that going for me. Where'd they go? Because yeah, I imagine plenty of people a little too embarrassed for anybody to see their bald spot. I just don't get how like my hair is like really good on other parts of my head, but just again, I don't know how testosterone works, but it sure does us in, doesn't it? My problem is like when the hair is like decent everywhere else, like eventually I have the consideration to make that shaving it all off would look better than trying to keep it. But the problem is shaving it all off when it's still growing fine on other parts of the head is such a pain. I know there's another one. I hear it. Oh, there it is. Get back up here. Fight me like a man. A bald man. A balding old man. Alrighty. I'm kind of okay with this. Because these guys just gave me a whole extra stack. Fight me like one of your bald men. Which, I guess, yeah, I got a whole stack, so I might as well try putting it in. How do I get up there, though? Cobblestone in my balloon? More likely than you'd think. Oh, right, this is sideways. But, no. Also, Nutty has a NASA logo. I didn't know. I didn't know you were in our space program. It's really funny. So, I guess they've been posting pictures from the other side of the moon. It's actually quite interesting seeing some of the discussion about how the other side of the moon is actually kind of boring. Turns out the Earth-facing side has like a lot more neat details, and I suppose the theory goes it actually has something to do with how the planet formed. What with the warmer side facing the moon or something like that. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it's something about how the gravity well is. Like, it might get, like, hit with more things on the Earth side just because, like, the way things, like, pull in and kind of the tidal forces. I don't know. I really don't know entirely how it works, but, yeah, other side of the moon, kind of boring. Interesting in its mundanity. Very important. What kind of hat did we get? Chicken. Chicken jockey. Plumb Bob. It's just like a 2D little one. They didn't even make it 3D. That's so weird. I wish I could have two hats sometimes, because I want a Plumb Bob above my, my fox head. I'll just throw those in there. Why not? Throw that in there. Why not? I gotta clean this out. This is a mess. Nah, not now. Anyway, I was gonna make a bunch of new engines. But I came up here originally. First of all, let's, try to get some... Ow. More cactus. I wonder if it would be interesting if the cactus, instead of just growing 3, because you can technically find taller, spawned cactuses. I guess that's just the sound of cows. Sorry, I thought for a second I was hearing the flapping of those creatures. I guess I might as well do more balloons, actually. I should have grabbed these before I came back down. It would be kind of neat if cactuses had some kind of mechanic where... Or maybe a lot of plants that grow in this game. Oh, I also forgot one thing about the Minecraft aesthetic. There you go. Like, instead of just growing 3 high, it would be kind of neat if it just became a lower and lower chance of growing taller. So they could keep getting taller, but it's like the implication being really, really tall cactuses are old. I'm not sure how exactly that would work, but I guess that would just be like it checks, you know, 1 block down further if it succeeds. Yeah, actually, wait, no, yeah, that's all you would really need to do. And also, I hate the fact that I just dropped that. You would just have the logic, because it clearly already has to do a check where it's just like, is this, like, are there 2 below me? Then, yeah. You have it check 1 below, and then maybe it has, like, a 50% chance of ticking, and then, like, it checks, like, 2 below, and if there's another the heck? That was weird. You know, if there's 1 2 below, you know, a 50% check. So it does the check like 50% each time, and it becomes like really, really low chance. Okay, where's that one I dropped? I guess that would be like, it's a little bit more code, but I guess for young cactuses it would be a high success rate, and for older ones it would become a lower and lower success rate. So I think it would, efficiency-wise, it would kind of bell curve out or whatever. I like thinking of mechanics like that because there is a specific difficulty with designing games making the world feel more alive. And so if you can come up with something that's relatively simple to code that succeeds at that, then you're in good business. That's a lot of burgers. So I assume the whole system is running smoothly now. How are we doing on each of these? So cabbage is being annoying again. And tomato, I don't know, like all of these are gonna be low, I think. So it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. How about this? I think this is actually, yeah, this is dropping spare materials down into the system, so I think this is good. So basically what I'm double checking right now, I'm just making sure everything up here is working efficiently, because our worry is that the ship isn't getting enough fuel. See, this is, man, okay, I might want to down gear some parts of the system. Some of these machines are really expensive. Yeah, I might, that might be one of the problems I did. I need to down gear the system. This machine does not need to be this fast. These are each using 1,000 each. I can't just keep adding engines to the ship. I need to increase the efficiency of the ship. Like, for instance, I made this whole area over here, but... What the heck? What? Why isn't that working? Yeah, so I made this whole area over here, but maybe I need to hook it in a little differently. Something is horribly wrong. Why isn't this cutting trees? What? Is it because it's leaned over? Oh no. This is a new problem. You know what? Fine. One second. Let's see. If I put this back in, is that gonna fix it? No? What the heck? Oh, there it goes. So wait, it wasn't that the ship was... Huh. It wasn't that the ship was leaned over. It was that the ship was just positioned wrong. But yeah, I need to figure out where I hooked some of these things in, because, I mean, these aren't the worst. These are expensive. Holy moly. Okay, yeah, these need to be cheapened. All of this is using way too much fuel. We gotta optimize, man. Optimize. Hole in the ship. All this because I couldn't just, like, have the conveyor, like, go sideways a little bit. I had to have it go straight because I'm stupid. Okay, so this hook's down here. I just need to fix, like, I just need to do a gear shift. For this, just this, really. So, gear. Isn't there a adjustable chain gear shift? Gear shift, sequence gear shift, secondary adjustable. I think it's this one. Oh, crud. There's actually like chain drives. When powered, the speed transmitted to the other chain drives low is... Oh wait, no, this isn't the one I'm looking for. There's a better one, I think. Is it just the gear shift? I think it's just the gear shift, maybe. Oh no, no. No, what am I looking for? It's from one of the airship ones, I think. It's somewhere in here. Is this it? No, wait, that's secondary. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Thousands of foods! Oh my gosh, there's just too... Okay, it's, Oh wait. The airship stuff's up here. It's... Oh wait, I think it's a fancy clutch. Redstone resistor? Is that it? That can't be it, can it? I think that's it. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. This is like super, super useful. It changes the output RPM by how much it's put. Okay, we need these. Recipe. I can afford that probably. Okay, we'll put one of these in here somewhere. Some where do I put this? You know, I keep forgetting there's actually like little like blocks, like gear blocks on those. You know what? Okay, we're doing this a slightly lazy way. This is a bit silly, but I can just put it there. And then... Yeah, this is silly, but it works. So that goes there, and then that goes back over here. So... I just want to get an idea before I turn this down. I need the adjustable thingy as well to go with it. This is what I need. Oh, I don't have one of those on me. I never have those on me. No! Whatever will I Jover. Speaking of things that are Jover, I suppose to get serious for a second. I did the futile thing. And wrote to every senator that is related to my area very strongly worded letters. They don't make it easy to contact them, I can't help but note. That's probably by design. When I say strongly worded letters, obviously I didn't say anything, like, stupid, but I did make my point about how it's just like, y'all gotta draw the line, somewhere. Obviously they won't, but, you know. I don't know, man. I kinda... This is one of those things where it's just like... living in a state like this is a little depressing just because you kinda get the feeling of just like, you know. All these politicians are kinda bad. Okay, so one peg, I don't know what percentage this pulls it down, but let's... I guess it reduces it by 1/16 per tick, so it'll reduce it all the way down 100%. Sort of, like, so what if I put 7? I wanna get this, like, slow. Because this does not need to be using that much fuel. Also, well, actually, wait. I'm gonna turn it off again, real quick. I wanna see... So, how much do we have left in the system? So, without this reduced... Without this reduced, we only have 2,816 left. But, if I reduce this all the way down to, like, 10... Let's go 12. Let's make this real slow. This machine does not have to operate at, like, maximum efficiency kind of stuff. Yeah, that almost gains us 10,000 power units. Trees grow very slowly. This does not need to be moving as fast as it was before. This is, I think, completely fine. In fact, we'll see a tree grow in a minute and we'll see how well it works. This whole thing. This is the only thing that might get a little awkward, but I think it's fine just because, again, it's only moving the one item. Yeah, just re-efficiencying the whole system is all we needed to get our speed up for the rest of the system. Really? One second. I'm gonna just grab some bone meal. Like, how long does that take to cut now? That's no problem at all. This whole thing is completely fine. Yeah, like, admittedly, I threw, like, a couple things to the wind, hoping maybe something would stick with somebody. I really don't know. I don't know what to expect from any of this. Like, you just end up hoping they care about something like, you know, legacy or something, but... Or, you know, considering... the kind of, like, where I am in the country, maybe care about, like, how would God feel about this? Well, the problem is, their opinions on what, God feels about anything is, very troubling at times. Say what you will about Christianity, but, there's levels to this in terms of... Sometimes, like, that's the thing, I guess, with religion. Oftentimes there is the unfortunate problem of there being, passages or whatever else that people use to justify all kinds of things. Oftentimes these days, it's really not common for them to not even, like, to like, present something as, like, a godly decision. And, yeah, it really doesn't, like, have any basis. That's 200, like, 136, 2 pegs back. Oh no, this can't actually lower it to, like, a power of 2. That really bothers me. Yeah, so I don't think this needs to be fast either, so I think lowering this was completely fine. I do need to remember to keep, like, different parts of the system kind of cordoned off from each other, just because, like, again, like, so all of this actually operates... Oh, this takes 1,000? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, that's pretty bad. Like, yeah, where is this being powered from? This? Oh gosh. I might be able to add one here. Again, I don't imagine I'm getting a response or any care at all from my politicians, but, maybe they might not even read it. I mean, I did get the probably automated, thing where it's just like, you know, we've received your message, yada, yada, yada. So I need iron sheets. But, yeah, it's just one of those things. Maybe if someone sees it, maybe they'll have a thought. A regret, maybe, even. At such things as... Like, I did have a sort of mention of, like, one of the worst ways you can use God's name in vain is, using it to justify, like, terrible things like this. Which is, like, you'd think, oh man, that's a weird card to play. Man, the more you look into American politics, the more that is just, like, a thing happening all the time. Like, that is seemingly how the game is played. Is to justify everything with God. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think I said anything specifically, like, too nasty. That way, but you're absolutely right. Like, the whole justification of letting Israel do whatever it wants is because the government of Israel is, in the eyes of many Americans, directly related to the Israeli people and the Jewish people as, like, a chosen by God kind of group. There's a lot of sugar in there, actually. How did so much sugar get in there? I'm stuck. Yeah, that like chosen by God aspect is yeah, it's used as such a hefty excuse. Even though the government doesn't necessarily, you know, mean the people. And yeah, you have to detach these concepts even if you believe in these kinds of things. I know a lot of people that do not realize that the the term of considering themselves a Zionist has very different connotations than what they think of when they use the term for themselves. Okay, so this does all work. I think everything is fine. Oh, I think the bone meal, it makes the stuff. And yeah, in it goes. Okay. Yeah, so this all still works. The only thing I don't have like a good supply of right now is bone meal, which is a bit of a problem. And I might add more crop. I might grow more crops up top to increase like the bone meal supply. The sugar supply comes later, but I think I'm fine with it for now. Like, I guess the unfortunate thing is a lot of people don't realize that support specifically of, like, the Israeli people and support of the Israeli government, strangely enough, isn't even, like, a directly compatible thing. Yeah, we got way more of our power back with changing that. Because, to me at least, it feels very clear that the Israeli government does not actually care that much for their people right now. They are a government. And governments do their thing. Okay, next question. Up here on the next floor. Do I want to adjust, because these are all using loads of power as well. I think we're just connected in this way, so I could probably... How much breaks? Did that just... No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know how many power sources turn off with this, but we're gonna work on this. Yeah, I don't know. So there's a lot of these things where it gets kind of insane. Okay, I don't have any. It gets kind of insane. Yeah, just the kinds of things that are justified using religion. And I guess, like, for me, it's always one of those things, that, like, I feel like I say a lot of this kind of from a bit of a position of, like, an inside knowledge. Somebody that, despite it all, still hasn't lost their faith. Despite how, like, insane seeing other people's with this faith is, and, you know, the challenges of just, like, you know, keeping your belief within the horrors of humanity. Growing up as, like, a pastor's son, you know, there's definitely some things where it's just, like, you know, you're very deep knowing kind of not just, like, the religion, but kind of the politics of the religion. And how people kind of get lost along the ways. I mean, I guess in a lot of ways, this is where I do find myself just trying to live as best as I can lately. Caring about other people, because that's kind of the point. Wait, do I not have... Oh, wait, I don't have the inventory open. Wait, what did I run out of? Oh. Zinc. Sometimes perhaps it's kind of amazing how hard it is for any of us to just care about other people. And I get it. There's a sort of, there's a self-protective, like, nature to it. Yeah, that was using a lot of power. I guess there's not too much here that's using power, I don't think. So this one wasn't too bad. Like, all these are hooked up somewhere else, so I gotta hook those up differently. I want the maximum speed of my factory to be really fast, but unfortunately, like, that means I have to just turn off so many of, like, again, this thing's using how much? 500? It's not the worst one in the world, but it's a lot. And this one, when it is working, I think, how much is that using? 512? And then it turns off. So that one, oh, maybe that's where, oh, hi. Maybe that's where the factory freaks out, is when this thing turns on every couple minutes. If we're at the, if we're at our, like, wit's end, in terms of power, this thing turns on and ruins everything. Okay. I could slow it down, probably, without breaking too much. I just have to take all of these out and put the extra things in. Yeah, so, whoa. Did I mess this up? Wait, what's going on here? Why is it so slow now? What did I do to it? Huh? Why'd you all turn off? Yeah, it's all mooing now. Maybe there's like a limit to how slow this can get before it causes problems. In a weird way, as dumb as it might sound. Oh, this is so weird. Yeah, the Minecraft cows, I do like, they're kind of goofy. Part of me is messed up by the update cutifying all the baby animals. I feel like the baby animals should look weird. Like, this mod gives the cows, like, different skins, but it's funny because despite it all, they're still... I think they're still a little weirder looking than the new Minecraft cows, so, like, I think it kind of works well. I don't like that the babies are cute now, as silly as that sounds. I think they should be weird like these ones are. Okay, this apparently is unhappy with me, so we're resetting it. Yeah, the Minecraft cows are goofy. Yeah, so this is only... Can I go lower with this? There we go. I don't know what broke a moment ago, but sure did. Oh, there's so many seeds in here. Why are there so many seeds in here? But I was gonna say something probably about the Minecraft. Ow, ow, ow. 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 Cows. Yeah. So I've apparently really messed this thing up, I think. It's like backwards now or something? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. think maybe it figured itself out. So yeah, we reduced a couple more. This monstrosity is using, like, I swear half of the power in the entire ship is going into this. Like, what the heck? Okay, but where does this connect? Where does this monster start? Everywhere? Okay, let's figure out where this starts. So this gets over here. Oh no, where does this go? How did I power all of this? It goes like into here. And then somewhere into there. Maybe connects here and then over to there? And then from there... Anything in there? Oh, well, there's a lot in there, actually. Wait, so, wait, if... Does that mean... There's patties... There's cheese. Okay, that's all fine. So it's all this again. Okay, we need more cabbage plants. But it can't be powered from there, can it? Okay, I feel like it all has to come from, like, over there. I can't get in there. One second, one second. I think I can get in there. I just need stairs. Maybe. Wait, how do I get on the stairs then? You know what? We're taking this corner out. Yeah, none of this goes through, like, the ceiling at any point. Which means I think this part does power the rest of this. Which means I didn't have to put this there. I could have put it back further. In that case... I might actually modify this a little. Maybe. I could have... Oh, I'm in the ceiling, aren't I? I'm right behind me, aren't I? I think all I have to do... Yeah, that shuts down the whole thing. That shuts down the whole thing. Which is exactly what I wanted in this instance. Oh, I need more of those stupid flat plates that I took out. I guess putting these individual, like, things in is useful. Just make as many of those as I can, because, you know, I'm gonna need them. Yeah, putting these as individual parts means I can speed up or slow down specific sections more or less, depending on how much I think they need. For instance, I don't know whether the cow crushing machine works better or worse depending on the speed of the cow crushing mechanism. I also don't know whether or not certain mechanisms actually require a minimum speed. For instance, this thing, I think, actually, if I lower it too much, won't actually cut anything. Speed requirement, yeah. Okay, so it needs 128 or more for the speed requirement on that. Oh yeah, there's still leather building up in there that doesn't actually get to the sorting machine. Yeah, I'll take it. Just throw all this in for a second. But, yeah, it's gonna sound kind of silly, but, in a weird kind of way, I'm kind of glad I've been having slight difficulty with my cleaning project that I got a little into. Oh, this one's lower. Okay, I'm gonna up the system. Wait, no, I don't have to up the system. I have to up you, right? Okay. I messed up a little bit there, I guess. That should be better. So as silly as it might sound, the difficulties with the cleaning project that I've been having recently is kind of a sort of, as I might put it, a form of a test of faith. In that I'm not simply doing this as a feel-good thing. And through hardships, I'm insisting on continuing. As annoying as it is that the hardships exist at all, it's better than quitting the moment I have some resistance along the way. It's just really stupid that one person can ruin the whole thing. Like, it's actually kind of insane that it's like this. Maybe not ruin the whole thing, but I've had to adapt my setup. Yeah, I've had to adapt it a good bit because the okay, so we have plenty of tomatoes. I'm gonna take 2 whole tomato plants out. I'm now attempting to collect bags that I'm like finding on the side of the road and actually like judging whether they're good enough to use to bag up trash with, because at every turn, whoever has decided they dislike my little thing, they've thrown away all of the boxes that I've put out, ignored my pleas to like let it. I at least know, I think generally the other people in the apartment building are on my side. Because somebody, like, I left, the third box I put down there, it was as fancy and nice as I could make it, in terms of it fit in with, like, the look of the rest of the room. Like, it did not look bad, it did not look trashy, it looked fine to me. Like, I gave it, like, I drew a little floral pattern on it and everything. I wrote on it, like, do not throw away edition, as like, a little joke. Plus, like, a little, please don't do this. Then I put a sticky note underneath of it that was just like, please, I beg of you, don't do this. It's really funny. The box was gone, but somebody else had written, like, I passed by. I don't think I had seen them having written on the sticky note yet. I come back and I see somebody had written on the sticky note. It's like, who got rid of the box? Like, it was like a little, like, there's like the acknowledgement from it that like other people are like kind of disappointed that this is happening, I think. It's like indirectly, I think people have witnessed whatever this weird beef that I've had is. Yeah, we've notably increased the output of the ship. This is really good. Actually, yeah, what's the current speed of the ship? So the ship is currently at 128. I'd like to do 256. So I'm gonna do some more tweaking real quick. Oh wait. No, this is at, okay, that is at double. What if I go to 96? Okay, if I go to 96, then I go back down. I'm not using my elevator a lot right now. I don't know why. Okay, that's interesting, actually. I was expecting that to be worse. Wait, why is the RPMs no different? Wait, what? Oh, wait a second. I forgot a mechanic. I understand, I think, all of the problems now. Okay, I get it. I forgot. Okay. There's a distinct... This makes a lot of sense. No wonder these were all using up so much and were, like, running so fast. So, the ship, beforehand, was powered almost entirely just through wind turbines. Wind turbines are slow. They only output a little bit of RPMs, and then you have to put them through the gear shift to get the RPMs correctly. Well, now the entire ship is powered mostly through diesel engines. And diesel engines, they move at a distinct, like, I think they move at 128. So that's why, I think this is why they've been causing so many problems. The ship has been forced into 128 RPMs. So it's been using, like, yeah, this didn't change because it's been pushing all of the things to a way higher speed. I understand now. So luckily that means I didn't have to adjust everything to get this working. Okay, well, I still want to build more of these, so let's see what I need. More flint and steels? I'm surprised, actually. So I need, like, 7 of these? Something like that? Oh, right. The brass. I can make the copper. I could have made 8 of these if I... Sealed mechanism. I'm not doing this process. This is... I don't understand the benefit of doing that rather than just using cheaper materials. 7 of those. Okay, so now the only thing that's really in my way... I gotta get some more golden things. I need to make a bunch of brass. Like a lot of brass. That's a little bit annoying. Yeah, just throw all this on here and figure out the brass situation, guys. It's crazy. I'm so sorry. This is made the way I think it is, right? Yeah, zinc. I can't just melt this without, like... Yeah, that'll make, like, the actual, like, zinc sludge, and I don't want that right now. But yeah, it feels weird to know that people are generally on your side, but that, like... It's a lot easier to destroy than make, so one troll is all it takes to just kind of ruin everything. So it's a bit of a weird... Oops. Oh, I thought that was done. It's a bit of a weird situation. And so I just have to kind of give up on it because... Unfortunately, the thing is, I don't know if it's like... a bitter old person that just doesn't want, oh, they're making the lobby messy or something stupid like that. Or if it's just some dude that thinks it's funny. It's entirely possible to just be a dude that thinks it's funny. Oh, will he put another one out? Let's find out. You know, that kind of stupid thing. And so at least for a couple weeks, until I'm like really desperate for bags and I can't continue the project anymore, because unfortunately I go to things like Costco and whatnot. I don't exactly bring home boxes much. I'll take that BRB in a moment. So, I do have the complication of, that's weird. I do have the complication of I myself do not produce the trash that I am using to collect trash. Oh wow. What the heck? How am I this low on copper? Oh, wow. What? How? I thought I had loads of this stuff. Okay. Yeah. Just double checking. There's not like a source of copper I can get from like elsewhere, like the other blocks, right? Viridium. Okay, maybe? No, wow, I've not encountered this before. 10 to go. No possession on Sunday. Plan to finish the last 6 finale. After. Heck yeah, I think I'm down for that. Actually, okay, so I need to figure out a source of copper. I've been using it like willy-nilly without realizing just how much I've been using, I guess. Oh, this is a problem. I'm gonna take that BRB. Be back in 2 minutes. Sorry, I got one of my ultimate chocolate chip cookies. This is too much of a snack. What have I done? Snacks have to be eaten before I get back. What have I done? How bad of an idea do you think this is? The fact that we're pointed sideways and I'm about to, shove that into the ground. It'll be fine. There's no way that could go wrong, right? The entire ship just starts leaning even more. It's not impossible. In fact, now I'm like, is it? I'm like totally second guessing the state of my ship. More of those in there. Eat more of my cookie. Mm-hmm. 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 So we have 64. How many blocks does this make? Oh, 7. We're almost... Wait, we're done. That was all I needed. I thought I needed way more than that. Wait a second. Good. Get in there. Wait, what's the other part I'm... Wait, what? Oh, pipes? Oh, God, I do need... Wait, I need that copper! Wait a second. I need that. I need 10 more pipes. Okay, okay, we can still make it. Of course, I'm gonna need more pipes to actually plug these in. Okay, there we go. 7 of them. Bot, that is the longest message ever. How do you do these things? Truly, at this point, it has said every combination it ever needs to say, right? Okay, so that's adding probably more to the system. Oh wait, these aren't being fueled yet though. So 2 out from here. So yeah, in this like middle section, right above here, we need to place no 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as I add these in, this should make the whole system run way faster. Because, again, we have 27,000. Again, I am worried about how much biofuel or biodiesel we're using. Perhaps I should start collecting oil. The other thing I'm a little worried about here... pipe. Okay, I need more. I can't, like, encase this, can I? Is there an instruction here for encasing them? You can make them glass, which helps. But my problem is I have the one edge case where it's not helping. You can decorate it with that, but... Oh, wait, maybe? Okay, wait, okay, I need this. That's what I need. So, I need a copper... We can do this. We can do this. I do this. That's not what I meant to do. So this... Oh, he's getting murdered down there. Yeah, okay. Wait, this one's receiving fuel. Huh? That one's receiving fuel. Did I not? Is it the wrong way around? Oh, yeah. What the heck is going on? Wait, how are we getting this up here? Again? Because, okay, the pipe comes over. Okay, it's just coming up from the side. Oh boy, not again. No, stop. What did I do? Oh gosh. Also, you can really subtly hear the engine noises now. But I don't get it. Why did these break again? Why are these engines so unhappy? Okay, so with all those plugged in, I mean, we're doing 83,000! Of course it's 83. Where's my bucket? I need to, dump this bucket somewhere, and then... 1 second. I gotta start collecting biodiesel. Off the floor. At some point, I need to stick something in front of these, so if this happens again, it just doesn't start pouring diesel everywhere. Yeah, why does this... Wait, what? Wait, huh? What is this? So if I put it that way, it breaks. If I put it this way, it's fine. What? Wasn't that, like, not working at all a moment ago? So this one, I think I have to put this way, right? I don't get it. And this one has to be this way? Okay, and then this one has to be this way. No, they all have to be this way? No. Yes? What? Okay. Every time. I never really understand how this stupid thing works. I'll pull that out again. Okay, so long as I downspeed anything that cannot be fast, I think our fuel situation is taken care of again for a while. Eventually, I'll add like a nuclear generator or something down here, because we're gonna want more electricity, I think. Eventually, I think I am gonna convert a lot of things to like electric motors, or like different, like, yeah, areas of the thing, just have it all electric motor for some segments, but otherwise, yeah, otherwise I think it's fine. It's so quiet. I don't entirely understand why it's so quiet, but I kind of don't mind that it's just like you know, this baby is purring, you know? The engine of my ship has gotten really comically complicated. Like, what a thing. We're not actually running out of biodiesel as fast as I thought, actually. I was worried for a second, then I realized that I had a bucket on me, so... Yeah, we're kind of back up to where we were. Electricity is max. We're using a lot, but holy moly, do we have a lot. We have so much now. Okay. Engine problems have been solved for the most part, for now. And in that case, man. Oh, man. This thing's crazy. Oh my gosh! Yeah, eventually I'll mess with the warship. Ow. I need to make a proper dock for everything back here. Okay, what are we working on now that I fixed all of that? Yeah, I don't mind that it's just like I can hear the like engine purring a bit down there. You know, it's the engine of the whole ship, man. It better be purring. Wait a second. Wait a second. Is that why it broke? The engine's moving backwards. What? Wait a second. Wait. Are these things backwards? Oh, no. Oops. Didn't mean to break that. Oh boy, here we go again. I forgot to clog the first one and now I'm just... Dang it. Crud. Why am I doing this? One second. I've made a mess. You know, maybe I just need a basin over here that I can, like, pump directly in, because I'm making this mistake enough that it feels worth it. In fact, it's like, I really should just leave these cobblestones here for a while until I'm certain I've fixed all the problems. What's the ship at? Oh, the ship stopped. Okay. Oops. Wait, actually, I'm curious, though. Is this... Yeah, this isn't... Wait, is this running? What is this hooked up to? Wait, the top of the ship is running. Oh, I think I disconnected just the bottom of the ship. So the top of the ship is at, yeah, it's pretty low. So we haven't yet fixed all the problems. In fact, we have many problems. 99 of them, perhaps. It's weird that you can bucket these directly into certain things and not other things. Okay. Is the rotation of the ship correct now? This is correct. This was definitely backwards before, I think. This has stopped moving completely? Oh, this isn't... Okay, so that's powered in the basement, so that's not gonna be moving. Yeah, I disconnected the whole thing down here and didn't realize it. So this should actually cause the entire ship to stop. Yeah. So what are we at? Oof. So this is clockwise. One second. I'm going up to the top real quick. I kind of need to know. This has been a problem for a while, and I really, really don't get it. It's getting to be enough of a problem that I might try to straight up disconnect the windmills and accept the fact that as fun as it is, it's a bit broken and weird. Which way are these rotating? Counterclockwise. Oh. Okay, why did that just break? I think it's because the rest of them are clockwise. Okay, one second. We're gonna try to make sure everything on the ship is clockwise. So I need to be like over here, probably. I think I kind of messed up at some point. Clockwise. Okay. I love breaking everything. It's my favorite hobby in the game. This shows me the reality of the reality of the airship experience. But going back to the topic earlier while I fix this. I suppose the kind of silly additional thing here, like on my weird thing where it's just like I'm glad I'm being tested, is because there are things that I've done recently that are definitely just like I had to go out of my way to do nice things. Unfortunately, I do feel a little bad because I kind of also in the process kind of got my like brother roped into like helping by accident. I could have probably dealt with it all myself, but you know, he's also a nice lad and can't help himself sometimes. So these are just incorrect then? Where's the one? What is going on here? What? So basically, the one thing that I did entirely myself was I found a credit card, that was a, like, valid, or it was a debit card, but it was, you know, it was still, like, in date, and, yeah, I called the company, I gave them the information, and I destroyed it. And then the one that Dan ended up finding himself, like, letting himself, I guess, get kind of involved in helping was, I found an entire phone. And, yeah, we figured out what, company it was and, returned that to, the nearest store, and they took it and said they would be able to deal with it, so that's nice. I don't, like, again, I can't really know the conclusion to these stories, I suppose. I really, really do hope, like, this helped some people. But, yeah, it's these kinds of things that kind of have a layer to them of, you really sometimes have to go really out of your way to be helpful sometimes. So is it the last one in the line that decides which way it goes? But also, wait a second, now I need to double check. So I made that one counterclockwise. Okay, that's cutting stuff down. Okay, everything's the correct way around. I do not know how this all works. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I made everything backwards for a minute, though. How did I do that without, like, breaking more things? And how did I put those engines in without that also breaking because they were the wrong way around? I mean, I think I have the same amount of energy I had before, so I don't think I gained anything through this. I just fixed a problem. Okay, I really want to figure out if there's like a panel or something I can add here. Copper bars maybe, or the copycat blocks was what I was looking for. But there's also these copper bars. Let's see. No, these definitely won't work. What breaks these? That's so slow. What the heck? Huh? There's not, they forgot to add a braking, thing. That's weird. Oh, these are like the same thing. Except for they can break, which is silly. So... yeah, I can add these, copycat panels and sort of have it be like a grid on the back. How do I make more of those, though? Is it... I have to go to the thing and slice some zinc, I think? That's a pain. I need a it's a board. Pressure plate. Whatever, I think I have to go to the cutting board. The slicey machine. Wherever I put that. I know I'm using a lot of them up here. Is that... wait, those are just copycat layers, I think? No, not panes. Though I wonder if the trapdoors are a good idea, just because... what's the difference between these? Flat pane. It's one zinc to find out. And also I just want to kind of... wait, there's... iron trapdoor? Is there just like regular trapdoor? That's really weird. Oh, this is like in the middle of the air? Oh, and because they're iron trapdoors, I can't actually... right, I can't really do much with them without powering. This is... oh, this is really weird. Okay, well, that has its uses. Not for what I need, but... it's a thing. Board. Iron trapdoor. Weighted pressure plate. Pane. Layer. Just regular trapdoor. Let me see about that. Because that might be easier to build these with. So if I go over here to where there's some I haven't put in. Ow. Yeah. Those connect way faster, I think, than using the wrench method, so. Or not. Okay, that's... what about from, like, the front? Dang. Okay, this is so kind of annoying. If I could do it from... okay, actually, wait. So this is where it gets kind of dumb, because I... what? No? Okay, fine. We're not using these. Whatever. The layers... it's the same thing. It's like I might be able to save a little bit of time, but not much. So we'll stick with the layers for now. Plus they're cheaper. They're so much cheaper. What's actually the thickness difference of these? I didn't think about that part. Oh no, they're like slightly thicker. Ew. I have several of them. Okay, you know what? We'll use these in select spots. And it'll make sense aesthetically. One more here. I don't know why it's so bad in here. There we go. Now that kind of works for the two purposes we had, which is to prevent it from leaking and, you know, to not explode. You know, not explode aesthetically. Is that weird? I think that's weird. It doesn't vibe. I'm not vibing with you. Oh, I think I know what I can do to solve how I don't like I don't like it. All I need to do is connect it to the ceiling. And the day is saved. Yeah, I think that works a bit better. Remember, it's Minecraft. Half the point of it is doing aesthetic things. Oh my gosh. Please tell me I'll never notice that. I already notice it. I'll never forget it if I leave it that way. It can't be a trapdoor because of this. What the heck? What are you doing? Wait, I put the trapdoor down again. No wonder it's like freaking out. I'm stupid. Yippee. I don't know why, but I really just like I've made a vaguely liminal, like this is what we're after while making like a weird industrial ship thing. Things where you can still walk into them but they're like full just like industry. Yeah, I agree, bot. Continue. I really do want to get to the point where I've run out of space in the ship. I'm like desperately trying to figure out how to fit things. Also, I guess at some point I accidentally brought this back up. Is that because this reversed? Oh, that's weird. I think the drill was reversed a moment ago. So I don't know how far it went down. Let's see. Yeah, that could definitely go a lot deeper. So I'm gonna let it keep going. In the meantime, though, I do want to know, did it find any copper? A little bit. That's better than nothing. I need to keep remembering I trapped this in here. Like, that door doesn't work. So does this work? I think so. Yeah. Just empty all this junk out of my inventory. A great reset. What the heck? Oh, that probably just fell from a tree that, just gave up. So just double checking, like, yeah, if I throw, seeds onto here, they'll fling. And they should end up, yeah. So, fuel and power problem kinda solved. Well, at the same time, these things are schmoving as fast as I want them to be, so. Okay. Right, so. I guess. Truly, if I want this, if I want this all dealt with. There we go. That looks better than a cobblestone. Okay, so this is a problem. So, this giant cobblestone structure, there's definitely gotta be a better way I can do a furnace like this. Obviously, the whole problem is the ship is made of flammable material. I think I'm gonna move this. Maybe just up into the air and put it into some kind of metal cage. That's the only thing that really makes sense to me. So I'm really glad I lowered the volume on that engine. You can hear it, like, anywhere, but it's really not that disruptive right now. I just want to see if I put like a couple seeds into here. Yeah, some of them get put there, some of them end up here. So if the farms are working fast enough, it should be producing at least some amount of seeds. Just need to get that biodiesel going. But bone meal is expensive. Yeah, oh man, yeah, we're getting low fast. Yeah, we gotta work on the biodiesel. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Add another farm, I guess. So I feel like there was something I wanted to check on down here, but now I'm forgetting. So I need to make a better music thing, or sound thing. Oh, I was checking this, right. Why is all of this in here? Okay, that's a question I need answered. Why is material down here and not being taken by the other thing? Like, this shouldn't be a thing. Including these cabbages. I think these got filtered through when I messed up the cutting board. But yeah, all this straw and whatnot? What have we done wrong? Are these not do these not have the compost tag? So we have seeds. We have straw. These should be composted. Yeah, so let's This is our bug in the system for sure. Let's just make sure all of these things can be composted. Things might just forget to use the tag. So tomatoes, yes, obviously. Kelp, yes, obviously. Straw, yes, obviously. Seeds, yes, obviously. Okay. So, what, in that case, is the problem with the filter? Can be composted. That's in here. Allow list any. I mean, can be composted, should be accurate. Just, yeah, can be composted. Yeah, I mean... So why are these missing? Certainly they can't be sent down so quickly that it's, I guess, okay, so... Smart shoot? Believe that's a thing. Here it is, smart shoot. Let me make sure I understand how this works. Vertical shoots with additional control. Items, the filter slot specify what to extract or transfer. Yes. Specify stack size. You can turn it off. Okay, okay, good, good. I could also just put a... you know, a... Holy moly, a hopper, and then it would extract slower. Or, I guess, no, this would make it exactly. So yeah, extract any. Okay, I think I need a... Do I have any filters left? No, I only have basic ones. So I need the advanced filter as well. I think I have a solution for this. I need one more gold nugget! Or, wait, is that a brass nugget? That's a brass nugget. How dare you? Whatever, I'll just make a bunch of nuggets. How dare you get my hopes up? Okay, so the deny list is going to be compostables. Okay, so now I think this should generally solve our problem. There's probably... When did Minecraft get so complicated? There we go, it's working now. So yeah, if I start throwing these things in here... Yeah, they should get clogged in the system. The only thing I'm a little worried about... And I can check on it if it does become a problem. I'm thinking... it shouldn't become a problem, but if somehow we actually maximize our fuel, then this clogs up and no more items can get through here and the whole thing clogs up. Yeah, if you're wondering, like, how did Minecraft get so complicated? The first part of this stream, I basically completely rewired the engines for fuel efficiency reasons and whatnot. Pretty much all of my problems should be solved, but yeah, now we have this beautiful thing. I'm pretty happy with it, you know? Just everything works perfectly now. I mean, it's not that complicated, but it is just checking something. So it's these smaller engines and then like larger engines up in here. Actually, how's the battery doing? Okay, the battery's fine. Just making sure. Is this connected? No, that's good. Every part has its purpose. Not that kind. It's just a couple engines piped together. This is like, I don't know, man. Regular engines are way more complicated than this. I mean, I guess I could re-explain. By the way, how are we doing on fuel? Okay, good. I could re-explain how all of this works. So, the fuel comes down... Where does... Oh yeah, the fuel comes down from, like, here into here. and then just pipes into all of the engines, which just kind of, you know, they do their thing. They rotate. They get in here. I mean, it really is as simple as all the engines are like kind of hooked in and just kind of do their thing on their own. But the thing that's really clever about it to me is that I've got like this electric motor hooked in here. I believe, yeah. I've got this electric motor hooked in here. The electric motor powers the battery, but then the battery here powers oh wait, no, sorry, this is a it's a not a motor, it's an alternator. So I've got the alternator being powered by the ship. It powers a battery, and then the battery powers a motor. This motor only is hooked up to the pump. Like, this is isolated from the entire rest of the ship. So even if I destroy the power system on the rest of the ship, this motor will continue to be powered, like, and it pumps the fuel into the motors. So even if I mess something up, the motors still get, fuel. And so once I fix the system, everything continues to work. Now all of these here, I just kind of put for aesthetic reasons, but the other reason I have them is if any of these engines break, the pipes no longer just like automatically just point into the wall and spew stuff. This giant thing is just an electric motor. It's fine. It just does its thing. It's kind of goofy looking. I think it's not the most like realistic, or it's not a motor. Sorry, it's a generator. It's not the most realistic looking thing in the world, to be honest. But one of the other things I did this stream, I can go over here and show you one of them. Or, no, this isn't the easiest one to show off, but it's there. So, I fixed, efficiency problems with the ship. So, the ship was having energy issues, and part of the problem is, I wanted the ship to be running really, really fast, so that these machines would work really, really fast. However, there's no reason for this giant fuel-producing machine to be working fast. So, by the way, how are we doing? We've got sugar? Okay. So, if I climb up here, I added, speed controllers. So now, like, if I put it back to default, these things, like, if you look at this, for instance, this is using 1,000, rotational units. This thing is so expensive for something that hardly ever works. But I can put it down to this, and it's only using 200 now. So it fixes a lot of problems with my fuel efficiency of the ship by adding. I added those just like everywhere to basically all of the different portions of the ship. Some of these, like this one, still kind of just run, but it's fine. I'm gonna be wiser about where I hook things in now. Just because the speed controllers were very necessary. For instance, each and every single one of these were using 500. So it's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 units for this. Where now I guess it's using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's now using 1,600. So yeah, changing the speed on all of this was incredibly important. Because this does not need to be, it's literally the speed of trees. It does, like, it doesn't have to be very fast to operate correctly, so yeah. Stuff like this, these use a lot, but they have to be fast for what they do. Yeah, so it's just, I divided up a lot of the work a lot more efficiently now. It's like, yeah, obviously the drill has to be kind of expensive. I'm amazed this drill, like, didn't have problems considering we're sideways. I love that the rope in this is just perfectly stiff. There is, like, a variant of the mod that has, like, wobbly rope, but, it's not this one. So what do we got in here? A lot of deep slate. A little bit of redstone. Anything else? Not really. Yeah, ugh, I needed more copper. I might try to grind the ship, like, forward a little bit. But, I don't know. So I kind of forgot about the stupid slush machine. Anyway, yeah, so now the ship is nice and fast. Yet, it's also only using 84,000, or actually, sorry, it's only using, like, 3 to 4,000, and it's got 84,000 left. It has over 100,000 rotational units total now, as well. There was a moment earlier, before you freak out about 84, that's so close to the funky number. No, yeah, there was a moment earlier where the maximum units I had was 83,000. Was it the copper bars that I was using for this? I wanna try something with the aesthetics up here. I don't think it was, but I could use them. You got drops? Oh no. Twitch's built-in gambling. I mean, what? Wait, Minecraft drops? It's so funny that, like, again, I've just got an old skin that I made for myself ages ago. I have no idea how any of this stuff works anymore. Is it what, like drops for Bedrock Edition, or are they just giving you, like, skins that you could literally download for free offline? Oh, these are done. My bones! I really, really, really want to finish the balloons of the ship. I really, really want to finish the balloons of the ship. So bad. Oh, crud, I just made some sugar. I only got one of those. Oh, wow. I had a lot of leather. I probably shouldn't have used it all up like that, but whatever. Okay. Let's put a couple balloons in. Also, while we're at it, let's throw some cabbage on the line. Because this got through the system earlier. Oh! Oh, no. That's why. Oh, crud. I need to put some more knives in. Are these ones fine? Those ones are fine. I didn't realize the knifes broke. Do I have knife? No, I don't have any knives. Oh my goodness me. The worst part about this is that the knives can break. Can I enchant this with unbreaking real quick? Why is there even any Bedrock versus Java split? Oh boy. Get ready for a history lesson. I can enchant it. 1 second. Let's do that then. Oh, I need some experience orbs. Realms, dungeons. Oh my gosh, you didn't know about the spin-offs? Oh boy. Okay, so. I feel like our history actually starts with the... Fire aspect's not gonna, like, burn my food, is it? Time to find out. I just wanted unbreaking. I didn't realize it would give it other things. Okay, so all of this starts with, a developer being very confident in a very, the ability to make games in Java. Java seems like a nice prospect for somebody trying to make games, perhaps, in terms of you can make something and it'll pretty much be compatible with everything. Well, okay, everything PC-wise. They didn't think about console ports at the time. I mean, who would think about console ports for a game like this? It seems like a little bit of a fool's errand. But I guess it very much wasn't a fool's errand in the long run. Considering the popularity of it, but, there might be a way to, port Java things to console, but that requires, I think, somebody to create a compiler for it. Of which Oracle or whoever owns Java didn't really care about at the time. And, yeah, basically, you basically need to make a port of, like, the Java virtual machine for the console and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Java compatibility is kind of a, like, feedback loop kind of thing. Yeah, this is Java Minecraft. Java Minecraft ended up being a lot easier to mod, which it has more of a legacy and it kind of escapes the corporate ecosystem. So that's why most of the mods are on Java Edition still. There's, oh my gosh, there's a whole history here, and I guess I'm just gonna be explaining it for the rest of the stream because I can't stop myself now. Yeah, so Notch liked Java, he liked making games with Java. Unfortunately, Java is a very, PC-centric engine, and it has its problems. Like, so, admittedly, when they started porting, like, they tried to make a mobile port. I should also note, the ports only started, I'm pretty sure, after Microsoft bought it. So, like, Microsoft bought this and just wanted, like, infinite money from it, I guess. So, immediately they started having, like, the attempt at, like, console ports. Maybe a console port was in the works before it got bought, but it definitely, like, embraced it. It definitely embraced it at a certain point with just like we need this on every single console. There is a port of this on the 3DS. Like yeah, so there's pros and cons to it. I will say Java does feel like it has certain limitations in terms of efficiency that's a little annoying, just because it's a bit higher level and runs on a virtual machine. But with enough effort, you can push it pretty far. You just need to make it a bit extra, like, beefy under the hood. Like, I would say the thing that's interesting to me is that Bedrock Edition is C++. Out the gate, if you have a bad computer, you can get a much higher render distance than a bad computer with Java Edition. The heck is that? Is that a building in the sky? Did I not notice that? Because my base is over there, I thought. Where am I? Like, my base is somewhere, like, over that way. What is that? Is that just an island that looks weird? Also, it's just this Coliseum that's been sitting here the whole time. Also, I can just do this. If I want to zoom in on things. With the, with this, you can see that one of the mods I have, my actual render distance ends at this village, which is not that far away. Distant Horizons is one of the crazy, like, really good mods. The thing that, unfortunately, Distant Horizons isn't as good as, like, Ethan Gore's system. So, it's really, really good, but it's really, really slow. So it's the thing that makes, like, modern Java Minecraft seem kind of revolutionary in terms of, like, render distances and everything, but in the end, it takes quite a beefy computer to run it compared to like Ethan Gore's like voxel engine. That's the one thing I will say. I really, really wish somebody could figure out how to handle that type of rendering in this, but I'm not sure if we'll ever get that lucky. But yeah, so Microsoft buys it, starts making like the mobile port and the console ports. There is a little bit of a weird mixed history with it. Also, it's dark in here now, dude. I didn't realize how dark it would be. I don't know why. I should put the rest of the propellers in at some point. I do want to have like a row. So we have the centered one. I want to have them come out like 2 more, and then so I need to make like 6 more, and then I'll be happy with it. This is freaking huge. So the problem with the console ports for Microsoft was that the ecosystem, like, the ecosystem fractured like crazy because of it. Each port was slightly different. Like, yeah, there was just a lot with it. Is this fine? There we go. Okay, it's fine. What are we doing? So 60 tomatoes, none of those. 34. I'm gonna cut down the tomatoes one more time. Cabbage seeds. So eventually, pretty much one of the ports was, one of the ports was kind of selected to be the baseline of Minecraft in C++. And thus Bedrock Edition was born. Yeah, so they started developing, they worked on it, all the console ports. So the whole thing with it, and why it's like called Bedrock Edition, is all the console ports are Bedrock Edition. The mobile port, Bedrock Edition. PC, like Windows Store version, I guess they call it, or would consider it, Bedrock Edition. So they're all like Bedrock. And thus, they're all cross-compatible with multiplayer. I think there's a mod that lets you, like, make Java and Bedrock cross-compatible to some extent, but it's got some idiosyncrasies between the two. Unfortunately, people also call Bedrock Bug Rock Edition because so the game has to be essentially developed twice now. Every update has to have a version on Java and a version on Bedrock. And weirdly enough, the Bedrock Edition, despite being the core version, it's like, it's weird. It kind of gets slightly more features, but it's also usually buggier than Java Edition. At this point, I wouldn't say it has less features, but it has a much less active modding community. So, like, pretty much everything you see in front of you, except for, like, the cactuses, like, everything here is mod. Like, this is create mod. This is like an electricity mod. This is create mod. The ship is an airship mod. I mean, a lot of it is just the create mod. It's like a crazy huge thing. This, I don't even know. Like, what mod does this come from? These stairs. Is this create or is this? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Created eco copper. So there's some like other create mod edition. You've got that's all modded. This is a mod. This building out here is a mod. That building is a mod. That building is a mod. Those freaking flying islands. Why are these stairs not waxed, lightly weathered? It's actually kind of messed up. I have wax exposed cut copper stairs. I don't actually have like the copper grates or anything because I'm like several versions behind. Because I prefer mods over that. The shaders are all mods. Like this is through and through. Oh wow, this is actually a huge hitbox. This is through and through a modded playthrough. Minecraft is the baseline for a much greater experience, I guess, right now. And so, I'm really curious. Yeah, I'm really curious what Ethan Gore's voxel engine. I hope that, like, the code at least, like, maybe, I don't know, like, I don't know how much you have to build your engine around his baseline, or if you can incorporate his voxel system into a game, because I really do want to see a Minecraft style game using his engine as like a baseline. I think, unfortunately, most people developing voxel things are a little extra obsessed with just, like, forever tech demo, just, like, trying to make a fancy thing. But if somebody could just take one of those and run with it, like, basically, I would really love to see, like, this modded, like, Minecraft, like, or a version of Minecraft whose, like, rendering engine utilizes Ethan Gore's thing, because again, Distant Horizons is like really good, but it's really freaking slow. And also, you know, it's a bit crusty at times, but I mean, it does a good job for what it is as a mod tacked on to the game. The problem is, so like Ethan Gore's thing is a very efficient. I don't think it's like a binary tree. I think they're using like octagonal trees or something weird like that. Basically, the renderer to like, yeah, oct trees. The renderer, like, you know, just scans, I guess, sort of inward. Just goes inward and inward and inward to get the detail it needs on the fly. So that thing, like, just grabs the data so incredibly quickly. Like, it's actually insane how quickly it can grab the data. Like, again, that previous stream that I showed you a clip from was on my old computer. And if I wasn't streaming, I can tell you that, like, that was just so performant. So ridiculously performant. Plus, again, I had Minecraft on in the background while I was doing with that. And I think that was Minecraft with Distant Horizons running in the background. So, like, that thing was running with another game running. Maybe not running, but, you know, it was loaded in the background. It's close enough to running at that point. So, yeah, if somebody could figure out how to essentially port that into, like, a Minecraft mod, or I think you would have to go from the ground up. Unfortunately, I have a feeling it's just like too much to try to get it to work in an existing game, probably. This doesn't feel correct. Working on the ship is so difficult. I don't really know what I'm doing with it anymore. It's so hard to get good shapes, you know, man, you know? But, yeah, the octa trees are just, like, insane, in their utilization. I mean, if somebody figured out how to do that with a Minecraft rendering mod, like, I don't know, maybe they're doing some amount of that with Distant Horizons, but it doesn't really feel like it is. Especially because it's not, like, based on your renderer, it's just based on your distance. The problem, like, the difference, I guess, that I see between the two is that, Wait, that comes inward and this doesn't. What is going on here? I don't really know. Ethan Gore's thing does it on the fly without too much, like, loading. Distant Horizons actively has to generate the, yeah, Distant Horizons actively has to generate, a load of level of detail versions of the terrain, and it's a lot, for the game to be processing in the background, I guess. So, it's like the initial generation for Distant Horizons is kind of unreasonable, and then from there, it's really efficient. Like, if I go into a new area, luckily it's on its own kind of thread, so sometimes it just won't load in very well, but, you know, it'll get there eventually. Or it can actually get kind of frozen up. Like, I was talking when you were showing off that other game, and it kind of got stuck. Funny enough, that exact issue is something that can happen to Distant Horizons, where, yeah, it'll just, ooh, that's, imagine if that thing attacked me, the things that you hear in the background now. Imagine if that attacked me while I was trying to jump across. That would have been so stupid. Yeah, so, let's just go up, I guess. Where was I? I'm lost again in my own mind. Oh, crud, where was I with that? Oh, no, it's gone! It's over! Whatever. At least this is filled in, sort of. I need to figure out, like, how is this dome connecting? Because I think I want, like, a ladder, like, sort of a little, like, I can kind of, like, oversee from here, but that's, like, do I need to then... I think I need to, like, get rid of this part of the dome for it to make sense. So the ladder will go up, like, just on the side here? Do I have any ladders? I have a bunch of ladders. Will ladders work from this position, though? I keep forgetting, they're kind of buggy. I guess from that side they're fine. I think I have a silk touch item I could have used, but whatever. We'll figure out the details later, you know? I think it also probably comes down to how you're generating the chunks. I feel as though... I have no idea what to do with this side of the orb. I feel as though... like, Ethan Gore's thing... I really, really don't know how he's generating and loading chunks, because I feel like the loading chunks aspect of Minecraft has a load of problems. One actually notable problem, I think, is the block format. So, like, for Ethan Gore's thing, what might start complicating it is when you have, like, a load of different types of blocks. Like, how are you, like, if you were making a Minecraft game out of it, how are you actually counting, how are you actually counting the blocks, like, as, like, game objects and all that? That is, I think, where you end up wondering, like, yeah, does the whole thing start falling apart? The moment you start adding game elements, does it become unreasonable? And I guess part of this thought is just because, Minecraft's chunk efficiency feels like it started changing the moment they ran out of, I think they had like a 256 block palette originally. It's like, I feel like you hit a point where you see the fact that Ethan Gore's thing, he mentions that his chunks have a 256 voxel block palette. And then you think, oh no, Minecraft's efficiency was lost when they changed it over from that. And it all starts like clicking that it's the moment you have too many game assets. The moment at which your game outgrows its old limits is the moment that everything starts falling apart. You kind of have to stick with, you have to pick a limit and just be like, the final game, you know, is only within these, this level of detail, because it's like Minecraft's palette and everything allows for, you know, just the fact that you can have whatever block IDs you want allows for, you know, all of this. Oh, those dudes are dying up there. One second, I'm gonna go collect their corpses real quick. Actually, I should have brought this up. Yeah, so it allows for this kind of palette of complicated things, but, yeah, it doesn't necessarily scale up forever. I might have not dropped anything. Still fast in his engine, and edits are what slows Minecraft down. Palette, yeah, I can't remember he said what it was. I think it is 256. The thing is, I feel like it's generating a 256 on the fly? Because he said sometimes you'll notice the colors will change for complicated scenes when they change distance. So he's probably, I don't know what he's doing. So it might not be that it's the same 256 every time. But this is what I assume is where our limits on things like Distant Horizons get kind of messed up, is it has to actively do whatever indexing and like searching algorithm and everything for all of these complicated little blocks and generate multiple level of detail levels for them. Now, again, this is where it probably actually would be more efficient if they just generated the one set and then used like a quad tree system to actually, you know, go through them. I think they actively are generating multiple levels of it, but I'm not sure. The other unfortunate thing, and I can go into a non-modded Minecraft and demonstrate this, the efficiency of it, I really should not put on Distant Horizons entirely. Like, Distant Horizons is actually really efficient. I think it's actually really good. There's actually a problem with modded Minecraft specifically, in that modded Minecraft... Is that just a cow, or did I hear another one of those creatures? Modded Minecraft, there's kind of a specific, mod, I think, that enables modded terrain to be possible. And unfortunately, I think that mod, the mod for the mods, is the more efficient problem. I think it's really freaking slow. And so it kind of doesn't matter how fast Distant Horizons is. Distant Horizons, I think, is perfectly fast on my computer for regular Minecraft, but the modded Minecraft is just... It shows the limits of the whole thing, for sure. I don't know if it's just, like, better practice could be put on that. But, Yeah, there's some interesting problems. Oh yeah, you mentioned Planet Smith. I don't think I responded to that. Man, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm really curious to look into that, actually. I'm kind of still looking for a video I found years ago. Which I gotta end my stream soon, I just realized. Oops. We can definitely talk more about this tomorrow if you want, because I'll probably be playing Minecraft tomorrow as well. Oh no. There was a video years and years and years ago of some kind of, like, voxel-y kind of game where the preview for that, they zoomed out from, like, a planet and zoomed in on another planet. And I almost wonder, it's just like, is that the thing? Like, is that the thing I had seen ages ago? The Craft Channel. It's like, I really don't know, because I feel like I might have seen something that used hexagons. Which, you know, from a logistics standpoint, there's probably some specific math you can do to make, like, hexagon stuff more efficient. I mean, hexagons are themselves very, like, mathematics friendly. They're nature friendly in a lot of ways. Just comes down to how you render the triangles, I guess. Hexagons want to exist, is I feel like what I would present them as. Okay, how does this all work? I'm really trying to just remember how my thing was built. So we have... So it's like a square from there. Yeah, so this comes up to the... Wait, what? Where's the square? Wait, this is the square. Ah, oh, dang it. Ah! Cubic Odyssey is another good one. Fully developed voxel-based thing with planets. Yeah, I'm just really curious, like... The thing that makes me really curious... I don't know how young I was when I saw this previous one. And it wasn't like... Okay, so there was, like, years ago, one of those weird preview things where they, like, showed off, like a tech demo thing. And the kind of weird part about this kind of stuff is there's definitely snake oil, like, equivalents in this space. Where, like, somebody makes something that looks really impressive, but... they're definitely pulling some odd tricks to do it. So, like, one of the things was, like, an old one I remember rendered out, like, a huge space, but it was using essentially a lot of the same prefab, and essentially just LODing those in a way that it could get away with it. I mean, it was impressive in a different kind of way, but it wasn't what it was advertising, I guess. I guess that's the thing that, you know, like, even with Ethan Gores, I do wonder where the actual limits are. Because, I mean, I can put a bunch of giant spheres around myself, but, and his terrain is randomly generated, which is better than some of these other examples I've seen, but yeah, there's still some, I suppose, some questions of where do the limits actually scale up, I guess. What am I doing here? So there should be like a corner one, so it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? Why did I start going inward? What did I do? Huh? I think I thought this was, like, the actual corner? Wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should actually go 2 over, shouldn't it? Oh gosh. What did I... Oh my goodness. That's weird. But yeah, so there was one of these kinds of things back in the day that I had seen, and I just... Again, it's always been a bit of a mystery not having, like, kept up with whatever it was and only seeing it, like, once and wondering, I guess in some way, how legitimate was it? It looked very legit. But it could very well be one of these games that you're talking about finally developed or whatever. I guess I didn't need to place that. Something's totally wrong with how I was doing this though, right? Or no, I think it's correct. I just did something weird along the way. Oh yeah, just a couple extra little final thoughts on the history of Minecraft. I've wondered for a little while, what with there being Bedrock Edition. The problem is, I feel like I feel like Microsoft, I feel like Microsoft themselves would love to get rid of Java Edition, or stop supporting it or whatever. But they can't. The funny part is, I think at this point, Java Edition players would be fine if they stopped developing Java Edition. Because Java Edition players would then just be free to mod the game forever. No, that's the wrong one. Like, the game would just have a thriving, like, modding community, as it's, like, just, it would live on. That is, unless Microsoft just, like, somehow cut people off from using it, but people would just pirate it at that point. I mean, I know I would, I don't see why not. So yeah, that goes in, and then it has like 4, and then a corner, so this is like 4, and so I guess... Wait, is that correct? No. The thing about the difference between the two that I feel like is the most notable is that Microsoft has a bunch of stuff on Bedrock Edition, and there's definitely a reason why they support it more than anything. I don't know how many more of these I need. So we'll just get 20 for now. Java players would never use a store, for instance. There's definitely stuff like that that Bedrock Edition has with like the DLC and all that like junk that Java Edition players would never accept, because I mean a lot of it really is just essentially mods like we get like by supporting like, you know, by either just playing it for free or supporting creators in the Java ecosystem. Okay, I need a lot more glass actually. I kind of want to fight these guys, just because they'll give me stuff. Oh, I didn't want that. I want to do that. You know what? I wonder if I can take this fight upstairs real quick. I don't feel like this was the most efficient way to get upstairs. In fact, I had a ladder that would have saved me a minute. Okay, where are you? Okay, here they are. Fight me! Oh, I need to drink some water. Oh, come on. Hey. Can you, like, fight me actually over here? This might be better for me. Gotcha. Where are y'all? I think they're stuck under the ship, actually, mostly. Fight me! Cowards! Just double checking, there's none back here. Nothing expresses the whole ordeal of the difference between Java and Bedrock Edition that Bedrock Edition sells you skins, and a large percentage of those skins are like licensed things, and it gets really weird. The sort of design difference of Java Edition has this really simple 2-layer skin system, where Bedrock Edition can be entirely different, like, models, essentially. I think they're stuck somewhere. Well, there's one. Can you get over here? Oh, there he goes. Oh, didn't drop anything, though. I hear another one, but again, they get stuck on the boat. But, yeah, Java Edition is very under-monetized. Of course, then there's some other layers, like, again, Minecraft Dungeons and whatnot is, side games. Just complete different games. Oh, they're all over here. Man, I really want to fight you, actually. How inconvenient. Man, I need a staircase just, like, over here so I can get down easily, because... Well, actually, I think that's actually just above air, so I don't think that works. I don't really know how to get down from my little orb down to the lower level. Yeah, I can't access these guys. Can I get their attention so they'll come down here? One second, I have an idea. No? One second. Are they over? Do I have any? Do I not have any fishing rods? Certainly I must. I mean, I could craft one, but goodness me, no fishing rods? I mean, fine. Oh, wait. One got down. I was just gonna fish them, like, out of the sky. I need you to die in the ship. Oh, no, they left! Wait. Come on. There we go. All the particles off the tree because it just got, like, cut down up there. I think that's from the tree. Hey, that thing I built. Okay, quick question. I only got 2 from that. Oh man. I was hoping for better. Oh, just... Okay, another beholder. Can I place this? No. Okay. Any more upstairs? I actually really want, one more so that I can finish. Oh, there's a bunch up here. Oh, perfect. Kill them all. Oh, perfect. Yeah, come down here. Come down here, you monsters. I need this. I don't know if you drop your drops if you burn, so I need you down here. Or you might drop them off the ship if I'm not lucky. No, come back! From a thematic point of view, I feel like these things shouldn't just burn and should, like, just poof smoke. These things were described like they were supposed to be, like, nightmares, essentially, come to life. I don't know if they drop their stuff if they burn, so I think I just lost those two. Okay. Is that enough? Yes, it is. 32 more balloons! And I think these balloons, I'll have the last task of this stream. I think between streams I'm gonna AFK and just collect balloons. So I can finish the balloon next time. So this side is done. Yeah, I think I want to finish the balloon next time. I really do. But also I want to put more propellers in, so there's that. Like if I can do that, then I can feel really good about the state of the ship. Right now, not as much. Like, I have my goals with the ship. Finish the balloon. Put in some, like, propellers. Like, these propellers, and then actual, like, propellers to propel the ship. And then, I don't know, fly away into the sky and get it glitched into the sun. No, that's not the plan. Just because it sounds funny doesn't mean it's what we're doing. Yeah, because it's gonna take a little while to AFK more of this. I have to get it to a point where I can actually just like take some of this and be able to safely turn it into sugar. So we want to turn it into sugar. Because I need a steady supply of this stuff to put into here. Actually, why is this full of ethanol? What, that goes through? What? That doesn't count as a block? No! That's there to prevent that. Just a full copycat block then? What now? What? What was I doing before to prevent this? Maybe like that? But then something's always gonna be stuck there. So like if I put like... that went in? Wait, why didn't the sugar go in? So now... Yeah, why is the sugar not going in, actually? Oh, now the sugar goes in. Is a whole stack of sugar too much, I guess? I'm so confused. I feel like I have more sugar than I had before. I thought this could take a lot more sugar than it has in it. Huh. Huh. I mean, it has ethanol in it. I'm actually curious. Are we full or... Plant oil, seed oil? Seed oil, plant oil? Cabbage seeds, wheat seeds? Wait, why does this have 2 oils in it? Wait, what? I think I'm only supposed to be using the plant oil. Were we not producing biodiesel for a little while? How did that end up? Isn't there a smart pipe? I'm confused. Yeah. I can't drink this. What? Huh? Why does something feel different now? This seems incorrect. How are we doing? Oh, we got a lot of fuel, but something's weird. I still don't understand, like, how much this is using fuel-wise compared to this. If I watch it, it's going down at a steady rate. Okay, so this has a bunch of plant oil in it. A bunch of seed oil in it, but it can only have so much in it, so... I just want to make sure this isn't broken, and then we can end this stream. So put this in here. Well, okay, you know what? We'll speed this along. So this should now go here, probably, eventually. Maybe. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's full of sugar. I messed it up. I messed it up. How were there 4 stacks of sugar in here before? Okay, there's the bone meal. This should reduce ethanol soon? Okay, the ethanol proceeds to be unable to go in there, which is weird. So do I need like a smart pipe? What, like, was there always seed oil in here? I feel like something went wrong. It's piping out. Okay, I need another smart thing, I think. Which one do I want? I think I want plant oil. That's seed oil. Isn't this supposed to... 1 second. What makes the freaking biodiesel? Biodiesel. Mixing. Ethanol and... Well, it's plant oil or seed oil. Okay. So I can... Okay, I can use the seed oil. In fact, let me get up here. Okay, so I think I was using the seed oil before. Somehow some plant oil got in there. That might actually... Yeah, I don't really know how this works, but, Now it should just be... seed oil. Ignore the pile of oil on the floor. We're just gonna clean that up in a minute. I have basically infinite supply of it. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to waste some ethanol here, I think, because I think it's messed up. Where's my basin? Where's my basin? Where's my... Get the basin in there. Okay, now it should just be seed oil and ethanol, I think, going in. I love the lack of conversion of mass in Minecraft, where you just, like... do that. And it just destroys it all. Okay, one more time, we're gonna just clean up everything. Get a bunch of seeds, just get some stuff going here. Get it started, let it get over here. Ideally, sugar is the thing that it's lacking, because if it's just lacking sugar, then that's the thing we'll be solving once I get all the balloons done. I don't need to be making paper with the sugar cane, and I can just be making sugar with the sugar cane. I don't know what that squeak was, but I think it was a yippee of some kind. Okay, ethanol over here now. Biodiesel being produced. Okay, I think I fixed whatever that issue was. I'm really not sure. It was putting two of the oils in here when it really shouldn't have been. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay, so tasks. Next week's Minecraft stream. Now that the engine problems appear to be solved, I guess I'll try to finish the balloons, put some wings on the ship. I want to move this out of the way. This freaking giant cobblestone thing needs to just be like, I might just suspend it somewhere like here as just a big like thing that's off the ground. So we'll clean that up, and then yeah, I don't know what else really. So, how are we doing, actually? Just those couple stacks gave us a couple bone meals. Yeah, steady supply. Anyway, yeah, I'll just, cook myself for a week. Alrighty, well, okay, tomorrow, I'll probably... Okay, so this week I was a little bit of a mess. I didn't plan things out like I should. I didn't even make thumbnails or anything. It's a little bit of a mess. So, I'll do... map making, kind of, just Minecraft map making, you know. It's kind of, it's the filler content if I don't think things through. Friday is going to be Gaia Beyond, and then Saturday I'm gonna do a draw stream, I think. So if anybody has any silly little things I could just sketch, yeah, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'll draw things. Can't promise they'll be good, but you know, after doing the Tomodachi Life thing, I really wanted to just do a little bit more drawing. See, I want to do a draw stream and a cooking stream every month if I can manage. That would be so cool. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Possum even.